Hi, and welcome to me attempting to let's play my own video game. Back in November, I actually made a demo of my own video game. It's called Kickace Kidnapped, and I'll link down below to the video where I talked about it and where you can download and play it. But yeah, if you have a PC and not a Mac, stop, go to the link, download the game. Please try to play it, because if you watch this, it's going to spoil everything and there's going to be no point in playing it. But if you have a Mac or a PC, or you just don't want to play it, or you did try to play it but you got stuck, I'm going to do a Let's Play walkthrough right now and just show you my game. So this is the opening screen. It's got my name on it and everything. So the game's called Kickace Kidnapped because it's about a bunch of characters called Kickace, and you play as Anne, who has been kidnapped. Now imagine all of this in various annoying voices, because all of my characters are terrible children. Holy crap, did Rat kill her? Shut up, Snapper, she's still breathing, it's fine. It's been hours, is she ever gonna wake up? Think they'll let us in even if our sixth is unconscious? I think she's waking up. What? You definitely gave her a concussion, Rat, and you broke her nose. Oh my god, was that part absolutely necessary? More fun. Dramatic vomiting noises. Ew. Aw, she passed out again. Well, I'm bored now. Yeah, let us know when she wakes up. My jacket. Dramatic opening sequence ended. Looks like she's waking up. So this is just a demo, and at the beginning you only have these three characters. There'll be way more in the full game. But right now you're basically Anne who's woken up. And you have a few different options up here. You can look at things. You feel dizzy. You're probably dehydrated. You faint. So you can't actually do anything at the beginning. And you can try to grab things. Except you also faint. So this is the point where I want to confuse people and make it hard for people who are trying to play the game by making them faint all the time. But if you're slightly observant, there are water bottles here, and you can look at them. Cheap plastic water bottles. Oh my god, you're thirsty. But you can also try to grab them. You try to reach for a water bottle, but you realize your hands are tied behind your back with zip ties. Violent coughing. Here, drink. Drinking this. And then you can talk to him. And obviously, the best option is I love you, which was contributed by my roommate. So at this point, you can basically go around and look at everything and talk to everyone. Let's look at some stuff. A display of souvenir keychains, moose heads, bear heads, some green things, and pocket knives. Foreshadowing. You can look at these. A bunch of glossy magazines. Lots of generic blonde men and generic blonde women. Oh look, there's a teen quiz one. Also inspired by my roommate, who's obsessed with teen quiz magazines. A bunch of touristy sweaters. Most of them have bears and mooses on them. One of them says, "I moose ask you a question." That's hilarious. It's a hilarious joke. You're welcome. You can look at the snacks on the convenience store shelves. Snacks. It's just snacks. You can look at these ones too. You do have to walk around to all these things. It's probably annoying. More snacks. Even more snacks. So it's just a bunch of snacks. Yep, still snacks. Yep, still snacks. It's just a lot of snacks. You can look over here. You can look at the characters as well, actually. What's with the balaclava, and the bulletproof vest, and the white X tattoo on his arm, and the black leather fingerless gloves, and the early 2000s bootcut jeans, and the orange shoes? Also, he only has one arm, and a gun in the front of his belt. That's Bullet, by the way. And then you can look at Keeper as well. He has a huge green mohawk and even huger combat boots. It also looks like he might not be wearing any pants under his coat. He also looks like he's pouting. Kinda hard to tell behind the gas mask, though. He definitely isn't wearing any pants. Cheesy souvenirs, figurines of bears, figurines of mooses, stuffed bears, stuffed mooses. You sense a theme. I am just gonna go around and show you all the things you can look at. The sign is accurate. It's just a bunch of frozen food. can look at the bathroom door. Looks like a bathroom door. You kind of really need to pee. And you can look at the exit sign. An exit sign. If Mohawk Guy wasn't standing there, maybe you could sneak out that way. I'm pretty sure that's everything you can look at here, unless I've forgotten some of my own coding, but let's move on to doing something other than looking. You can walk around by using the arrow keys. You can also click on things and you have to walk over to them to look at them, or you can use the little walking guy and you'll walk to wherever you click. But yeah, you can also grab things, so let's just try to grab some things. Try to grab a magazine. Yeah, you're not going to try to pick up a magazine with your mouth, because hands tied with zip ties. You sneakily grab a pocket knife keychain, which isn't easy with your hands tied behind your back. Sneaky. You can try to grab a sweater over here. You grab a green sweater with a moose on it, with your hands behind your back. Skills. You can try to grab some foods. You grab a bag of chips with your mouth. You can try clicking on things again. You've already got a snack. What more do you want? Yeah, there's no way they're not going to notice you sneaking a second knife. Sweaters. You already took a sweater. What are you going to do with another sweater? So you can't take more than one of the same thing. You can try to grab people too, but nothing happens. Maybe in the full version you can like steal their clothes or something. Yeah, you're not going to try to pick up a bear or a moose with your mouth. Yeah, you're not going to try to open a freezer door with your mouth. Basically, you don't want to do that many things with your mouth. How are you supposed to open a bathroom door with your hands behind your back? Pretty sure that's everything you can click. Again, maybe I forgot my own coding. So once you pick things up, they're in your inventory, which is this little bag here. And right now, because of everything you picked up, you have a water bottle from the beginning. You can actually look at everything here too. Is that the water bottle? An empty water bottle. Why did he put this in your pocket? And a tiny pocket knife on a keychain. And it's a sweater with a moose on it. That's so cute. And ketchup flavored chips. Delicious. Also possibly expired. Ketchup chips are Canadian apparently. Apparently you don't have them in the States or anywhere else, which is fine with me because I hate ketchup chips, but apparently a lot of people like them. Also, I went to a bar once that had a vending machine, and the only thing in the vending machine was a bunch of like old packages of ketchup flavored chips, and there was like 5 of them in the whole vending machine, and it was really empty and kind of scary. It looked haunted. But yeah, now that you've looked at everything and tried to grab everything, you can also talk to people. Talk to Bullet. And ask, I'm dreaming? No. So it's a really good conversation there. Who are you guys? We're from the city. What city? Really good dialogue here. Oh, I missed something. What city? The city. But who are you? I'm Bullet. Of course you are. What? Again, high quality dialogue. Also, you can incoherently scream. Oh my god. You can also talk to Keeper. There's lots of different branches for the dialogue, so I might be missing little bits, but this is the main stuff. He looks grumpy. Who are you? I'm Keeper. Is that your real name? What's your name? Anne, is that your real name? It's more real than Keeper. You're mean. You can also say that you think it is, and he'll agree. But it's more fun to have him tell you you're mean when he has literally kidnapped you. You can do it again, and you can tell him he looks grumpy. You look grumpy. You threw up on my jacket when you were coming to. Rude, Anne. It's your fault I was knocked out. I'm playing Anne is really mean for some reason. Rat likes knocking people out. Who's Rat? He points to the front of the store. There's too many shelves and racks to see who's sitting at the front counter from here. Then you can try to go to the front counter if you want. And you don't really want to head over there yet. Yeah, so because it's a demo, you can't actually leave this room very much. In the full game, you will be able to go out and go to different parts of the convenience store, but this is not the full game yet. Also, if you try to go out this way, there's no way you can get out this way with Keeper standing right there. You can talk to him again. I think I missed a dialogue tree. Hi, hi. He looks grumpy. Why am I here? Because we need you. That was a really good dialogue tree. So, you can tell him he's grumpy again. Explains that you threw up on him. And then let's be listening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we had to knock you out. The keeper's very friendly. Rat likes knocking people out. Okay, we can ask him if you can. If you press the ... it just ends the conversation. And it's being grumpy. So then you can also take these objects and try to use them. You try to use the water bottle. You can use objects on people, not on other objects, at least in the demo. Maybe in the full game you'll be able to combine objects or use them on things, but right now you can just use every object on every person. So it's just an empty water bottle. What are you going to do with it? That happens if you use it with anyone. It's empty. It's an empty water bottle. So you can't actually do anything with the water bottle in the demo yet. And you can try to use the chips. The problem with giving you the walkthrough is that there are different paths. Like, you can feed the chips to any person here and different things will happen, and I don't really want to play it through with every possible combination, but I'm just going to play it through with some possibilities and finish the game. And then if you can get access to a PC, you can play it yourself and try to get different interactions and options. So let's see what happens if you try to eat the chips yourself. How are you supposed to eat with your hands behind your back? And you can go feed them to Bullet. You hold out the bag of chips in your mouth. What are you doing? Are you hungry? Do you want me to feed you? Yes. I guess you have to eat. He feeds you the chips. It's awkward for both of you. You can actually grab more chips. That's one of the things you can get more of because no one's actually going to stop you from taking chips. Expired ketchup chips, so we can give them to Keeper as well. You can only take more chips once you've eaten them, though, because your inventory can't just fill up with a bunch of chips. You hold up the bag of chips in your mouth. Are these for me? Yes. Aw, thanks. You watch him eat the chips. You're kind of hungry. So, you can feed them to him as well. Other things you can do is actually, before we use the other things, let's try going to the bathroom. Because you can, in fact, go to the bathroom. If you go closer to the door, this interaction happens. I need to pee. Oh, I heard you. Did you not think I would have to pee? What, haven't you ever kidnapped someone before? He comes over to you. No. We've never kidnapped someone before. It's not a hobby. We just needed someone, okay? And you were available. Oh. Here. He opens the door for you. Knock on the door when you want out. Don't, like, fall and hurt yourself. Ooh, you can actually go in the bathroom. That is the one room you can get into in the demo. You can't get anywhere else, but you can come into the bathroom, where you can also look at absolutely everything. Public bathrooms always have the worst toilet paper. Why are convenience store bathrooms always so nasty? It's a weirdly mint green toilet. Looks like the trash hasn't been emptied in a while. You wonder when someone who works here is going to show up. Foreshadowing to the full game. An unspectacular paper towel dispenser. The sink is kind of dirty. Gross. There's soap all over the counter. Why are public bathrooms always a mess? And the mirror, where you can actually use the mirror. You look at yourself in the water-stained mirror. Your face is bloody and purple and bruised all over. Your nose is crooked with 2 black eyes, and there's dried blood on your septum ring and upper lip. Also, maybe you were crying earlier, but you pretend not to notice that. Some deep emotional moments there. And you can try to pick things up, but you can't actually pick many things up. Yeah, there's no way you're grabbing toilet paper with your mouth. Yeah, there's no way you're rooting through the trash. Yeah, you can't really reach paper towels with your hands behind your back. Yeah, there's no way you're grabbing soap with your mouth. But one thing you can do, here's the insider secret, is you can use the knife. You awkwardly cut the zip ties off your wrists behind your back. You should probably keep holding your hands behind your back until you figure out what to do, though. You don't want your kidnappers getting suspicious. So I didn't do this before I went into the bathroom because I did want to show you that you can cut the ties in the bathroom. But if you try to do it before you go into the bathroom, Bullet will come over and take the knife from you because he's seen what you've done, and then you can't untie your hands. So that's a tip. And you can also actually use the toilet. You use the toilet. It's very uneventful. If you use the toilet before you cut the zip ties, then it says that it's a very awkward experience because, as you can imagine, using the bathroom with your hands behind your back is just as embarrassing as you would expect. So that's all you can really do in the bathroom. It was pointed out to me by someone else who played it that you should be able to use more objects in the bathroom because your hands are untied, but I forgot to code that. So right now that's all you can do in the bathroom. Probably in the full game you can do more than that. But let's get out of the bathroom. You probably shouldn't let your kidnappers know your hands are free by opening the door. So you can't do that. You actually have to do what Bullet told you to do, which is knock on the door. You pound on the door with your shoulder. Let me out of here. So now you're out to the bathroom. So the other thing you can do with the knife is you can, well, try to use it on yourself, but once you cut your hands, it just says, you already cut the zip ties, what else are you gonna do? The other thing you can do is try to stab one of your kidnappers. You can only do it once because then they take the knife from you, but we're gonna see what happens if you try to stab Keeper because you're a terrible person who wants this innocent green-haired child to die. He's not innocent at all. He grabs your wrists and your knife before you can even try to stab him. Please don't try to hurt anyone. He silently reties your wrists with more zip ties. He won't stop staring at you. So if you try to stab them, they tie your hands up again, but I just wanted to show you that that can happen. So the other thing you can do is you can try to use the sweater. You can try to put it on, but it says it's kind of hard to put a sweater on with your hands tied behind your back. And you can try to give it to someone. You try to give the sweater to him with your mouth. I don't need a sweater. What are you even doing? Trying to bribe me? Yes. Oh my god, go bother someone else. Bullet is perpetually annoyed with you. Bullet is perpetually annoyed with everyone. That's basically his character. So you can also try to give it to Keeper because Bullet doesn't want it. You hold the sweater out to him with your mouth. Is this for me? You can be nice to him now. Yeah, sorry for throwing up on your jacket. That's okay. Sorry we had to kidnap you. And then he walks away to put on the sweater. He goes into the bathroom, probably to change into the sweater. He's definitely not wearing anything under that jacket. And now, because he's in the bathroom and Bullet is very unobservant, you can just sneak out through the exit door. But is it the end? So that is the end of the demo. It's not the end of the game. In the actual game, there'll be a lot more going on, a lot more you can do, a lot more people you can talk to. But in the demo, basically the goal is to get out that door. So that's the only way you can get to the end screen. If you try to give Keeper the sweater and you haven't had a proper conversation with him and you don't know that you've thrown up in his jacket, he won't want it and he'll just be grumpy. You have to know why you're giving it to him because you're replacing the jacket you threw up on. So it is kind of a trick because you can't initially give him the sweater, you need to have the proper conversation with him in order to have it. And there's a few things like that where you have to do something in order to do something else. I didn't show you everything you can do because, like I said, there's a lot of things that have multiple options. You can use different things on different people and different conversations have different branching directions, and sometimes you need to do one thing first in order to do another, like have a conversation with Keeper before you can give him the sweater. So if you play the actual game, there's a few things that I didn't show in this, but I wanted to basically show you what it is, what things you can look at, what you can do, and how to get out. So I'm really proud of this game. It's not a very long demo, although you can end up playing it for a while, especially if you get confused with what you need to do. And the full game will probably be a lot longer. I don't know when that's going to come out. I'm very busy and also lazy, and it takes a lot of work to make this kind of thing. But it will be out at some point, and I'll announce it on here, and you can download it and play the whole thing. Unfortunately, the program I'm using to make it only makes games for PC computers, which I didn't actually realize until after I'd made it, but now I'm too deep into this to use a different program. So unfortunately, you won't be able to play this game on Macs, but you will be able to play it on PCs. And hopefully if you have a PC, you played the demo. And if you have a Mac, you should go find a friend who has a PC and play the demo, and then play the game when it comes out. So thanks for watching. I hope you like my game. The Kickace characters are my children. I'm really proud of this game. I'm really proud of the story, and I'm excited to do more with it. So, bye! Check out this awesome t-shirt. It's a pun. I really enjoy it.